Why projects matter. Solving the context problem. O2 Ship Claude Basics. Lesson 5, Video 1. Have you ever had to explain the same thing over and over again to someone? Imagine hiring a contractor to renovate your house, and every single morning they show up, they've forgotten everything. The floor plan, the paint colors, what rooms you've already finished. That's what it feels like to build a project with Claude without using projects. Every new conversation, you start from zero. Today, I'm going to show you how to fix that problem permanently. In a regular Claude conversation, every chat is a blank slate. Claude doesn't remember what you talked about yesterday. It doesn't know your tech stack, your project goals, your coding style, or what features you've already built. So you end up pasting the same information at the top of every single conversation. Some people try to work around this by keeping a text file with project details and pasting it in every time. I actually did this myself early on with O2 Ship. It worked, sort of, but it was tedious, error-prone, and I kept forgetting to update it. So what are projects? Think of a project as a dedicated office for your app. When you walk into your office, everything is already there. Your notes on the wall, your reference documents on the desk, your tools laid out exactly how you left them. You don't have to set anything up. You just sit down and start working. That's what a Claude project does for your conversations. Projects have 3 key features that make them powerful. First, custom instructions. These are permanent notes you write for Claude that apply to every conversation in the project. Things like your tech stack, coding style, and project goals. Second, the knowledge base. You can upload files, your README, requirements documents, code samples. Anything Claude needs to reference. And third, conversation history. All your chats within a project are organized together, so you can reference previous work. Projects don't replace regular chats. They serve different purposes. A regular chat is like a sticky note. Quick, disposable, good for one-off questions. What does this error mean? How do I center a div? A project is like a filing cabinet. It's for sustained, multi-session work on a specific product or goal. Use regular chats for quick questions. Projects for ongoing builds. I want to be upfront about something. Projects is a Claude Pro feature. That means it requires a paid subscription. Currently $20 per month. I know that might be a concern, and I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't think it was genuinely worth it. For building real products, Project saves you so much time and frustration that it pays for itself quickly. That said, everything else in this course works with the free plan. Let me show you the difference with a real example from building O2 Ship. Before using projects, here's what my workflow looked like. I'd open a new Claude chat and type something like, I'm building a learning portal called O2 Ship using Next.js 14 with TypeScript and Tailwind CSS. The site has a landing page, courses, a blog, and community links. Can you help me add a search feature? That's a lot of context just to ask one question. Now, here's the same workflow with projects. I've already set up my O2 Ship project with custom instructions describing my tech stack, file structure, and coding conventions. I've uploaded my README and course data files, so when I start a new conversation inside the project, I just type, add a search feature to the blog. That's it. 5 words. Claude already knows everything else. I estimated that before using projects, I spent about 5 to 10 minutes per conversation just setting context. With O2 Ship, I had dozens of conversations over several weeks. That's hours of copy-pasting and re-explaining. With projects, that overhead drops to near zero. You just open a conversation and start building. Let's recap. Without projects, every Claude conversation starts from zero, and you waste time re-explaining your project over and over. With projects, you set up your context once, and it persists across every conversation. Projects give you 3 powerful features: custom instructions, a knowledge base, and organized conversation history. They require Claude Pro, but the time savings make it well worth the investment. Key takeaways. Without projects, you start from zero every time. Projects are dedicated workspaces with persistent memory. 3 key features: custom instructions, knowledge base, and conversation history. Regular chats for quick questions. Projects for sustained building.
Cloud Pro is required, but worth it for real project work.
Projects save hours of context setting over the life of a build. You set context once, and then you just build. That's the power of persistent workspaces.
In the next video, I'm going to walk you through setting up your own project step by step. You'll write your custom instructions, upload your knowledge files, and test that Claude actually understands your project. It's hands-on and practical, and by the end, you'll have a fully configured workspace ready for serious building. See you in video 2.